1,000 performances was never on my radar. When I first decided that I wanted to be on Broadway and I had this Broadway dream, I would have been happy being tree number 7 for the rest of my career, just to be on a Broadway stage. And now to have played it on the road for almost 2 years, and now going on my 2nd year here and being in the 20th anniversary cast and hitting this milestone of 1,000 shows. I've received so much more from this company than I ever could have possibly imagined. When I got the call to be the principal Fiyero for the very first time, it was a very New York moment. I was in a very quiet bookstore, and my manager had called me, and I had to excuse myself out of this very quiet bookstore so I could go out onto the streets of New York with all of like Times Square around me and just scream my head off and celebrate. I think that Fiyero has one of the best arcs in the show. He starts out as this carefree guy that isn't interested in growth or learning or becoming something better. And through the course of the entire show, he leaves all that behind and becomes this man. He grows into a man by the time Act 2 comes. And he delivers the line that I think encapsulates the whole show when Elphaba says, I want to be beautiful for you. He says, it's not lying, it's looking at things another way. The fact that Fiyero gets to deliver that line just brings home how much he's grown since the top end of the show. From a musician standpoint, As Long As You're Mine never gets old, because I am such a harmony a cappella geek that when we're locking up those fifths, whenever we're singing in a duet, it just, and the overtones are flying off your voice, when it is on, it just, man, it brings me so much joy. So much of my life has changed over the course of 1,000 shows that I could never point to just one single moment, but I will point to the people that the show has brought into my life. That will be the thing that I always look back on. I think that Wicked has the ability to outlast any Broadway show, because the not knowing who you are and self-discovery will always be relevant to every new generation that comes along, especially this story of friendship between two women. This one's going for at least 50, I have no doubt. I've been planning on finishing up my run here as Fiyero. I'll play Dillamond for the next 10, come back as the Wizard for the 50th anniversary cast with my daughter as the 50th anniversary Glinda.